Well, hello everybody. Hello everybody. I had to slow down a little bit. Welcome, Unlimited Wisdom family. I love and appreciate you so much. And hi, Shelly. Hi, Deborah, Dustin, Mary, Deb, Mike, Dean, probably Trish around there somewhere. Melody, Sandy, Bill, Matthew, and the hostess with the mostest. Craig, thank you very much. I think there's Deborah Bronner. I thought I said her name. Hi, Lisa Marie. Hi, Coach Bob. So I understand that some of you blew off Josh Wagel to be on here. It's very smart. That's all I can tell you. Great choice. Uh, hi, Charles. Nice to have you on here. Hi, Matea. So I'm going to go ahead and get started here. I think you guys are going to love this kind of thought and subject is with all the craziness going on in the world. I would like to teach each and every one of you how to save the world. I see. So I know when people watch this video recorded, I appreciate you guys for being on here live, but there really is, always three groups of people. I talk about these all the time. There's this very large group of people that just don't know anything's going on. I don't know if they don't have the mental capacity or whatever. They just don't know that they don't know, right? And they're always going to be there and okay with being there. And I appreciate you jumping on, Faith. And so then there's another group of people that are just going to do as little as possible. They're wired to be survivors. They are great at surviving. They always make it, but they're not really going to do anything. Do they want to do something? Oh my God, do they want to do something? They just won't, right? So and this video will have a little bit to do with that. And then there's other people that really are involved in one way or another. I seen a funny statement yesterday, and because we had recess yesterday, it's like when all of a sudden people are arguing and wanting to go to blows. God bless you, Lisa Marie. Because of a 15-minute halftime show. Yeah, you know that it's like it's like a really crazy thing. What's going to come up next? Um, that it can split the people that are paying attention, even though I know the majority of people are not paying attention. You know what I mean? You ever look at that? It's like, wow, you look at the amount of people that are actually involved. So one of the things that I wanted to share with you guys is if you haven't seen this, Craig is such a great at posting. But the very best thing that you can do for the whole world is make the most of yourself. Wallace D. Waddles. And for those of you that don't know this, it's like I even was thinking I'm going to go through the mastermind again on the science of getting rich, because the word rich in that book just means a rich life. It just really means a rich life. And I've had this guy that for whatever reason, he's just been, I don't know, I would say for lack of a better word, he just keeps saying that he's ready to get ready to get ready. Do you know any people that are getting ready to get ready? You know? And I just told him, I said, listen, if you won't purchase the greatest miracle in the world and read it with no interruptions, no distractions, really get the story, and then reach out to me and tell me what the assignment is. I said, because just like me, that book, I know that my mentor told that to everyone. And he found out who was ready to change the world based on that move. Now, I love this story. It's one of my favorite stories all the time. But it's like people want to know how to change the world. You change the world by starting with you. You make yourself the best thing you can. And if you don't love yourself, you're not going to be able to love others. So people always ask me why things happen for me. I love people. I flat out love people. And most people hate people. So if you hate people, what is the chances of you attracting people that irritate you? Matt sent me and Terry and Craig. Matt, I think that you should post that video, but it was talking about black coffee, and this guy, he's country western guy, and he's like, you walk into a coffee shop, and she says, "What can I get you?" And the person says, "I don't know what I want. I just know I don't want black coffee." Well, what do you want? I don't know. Come back in a little bit. So she comes back in a little bit. You figure out what you want now. I don't know if I want a espresso or cappuccino, a latte. All I know is I don't want black coffee. And so she gets so busy, she gets a little confused and just brings him a cup of black coffee. And he's like, "This is not what I wanted." And she says, "I apologize. All I just heard from you out of your mouth is not what you want. I just heard black coffee. So I bought you a black coffee." And the guy talks about it in the video is people don't realize that that's how they run their whole life. I don't want to be poor. I don't want to be struggling. I don't want to be unhappy. I don't want to be unhealthy. It's all the stuff that we're consistently saying that attracts the very things that we don't want, because we are constantly thinking about the things we don't want instead of exactly what we want. Yes or yes? And so you guys know I've brought this up many, many times, but it doesn't mean that we shouldn't be reminded, and it doesn't mean that I shouldn't remind myself. Because I do have times in my life where I'm just like going, am I going to do this? Am I going to do this? Should I focus more on this? Should I focus more on this? What should I really, really do? And what a lot of people don't realize that would really change the world is if you could focus on learning how to serve other people. I'm telling you, if you really, some of the people that I'm following right now that are making big, big moves in the world are literally taking everything that they make and they're giving it away. It's like we live in a very different world today. I don't know how people can compete with Alex Hermosi when he can document in front of your eyes in 24 hours that he made $100 million. I'll say that again because people always don't hear the million. Can you imagine there's a guy on the internet that has a video that's 24 hours long and he's live on that video and you watch him make $100 million? And he did that by giving everything that he had. He gave it all away. And while he's giving it away, he says, "Oh, by the way, if you want to, you can buy my book for $30 and I'll donate it to people that can't afford it." Well, if you give people value, and then you hold something up and you say, "Hey, listen, if you want to, you could sponsor someone to get a membership." And people bought enough books where he broke the Guinness Book of World Record. So it was funny because I told you guys, I don't know how many of you took the time to watch the interview with Alex and Tony Robbins, but it was like very, very interesting that now Tony Robbins is taking that on. It's like, "Listen, I'm going to do a 3-day seminar. You can jump on it. It's free." Why do you think? I heard this years ago and it blew my mind. I don't remember who it was, but it was someone that was really, really, really big and in the coaching world. And he just said, way before Alex did, he just said, hey, listen, all you need to do is put your email address in. And if you put your email address in, I will send you, I documented everything that I did to make $10 million last year. Everything. And I'll send you all of it for free. And guess what was the number one question? Why would you give it away for free? Because less than 1% of people will actually go through, study the videos, and apply it. I'm not creating competition. I'll give you everything that I have. I know that you won't do it. I just know you won't. So then when Alex Hermosi came on, I remember when he came out with his first book, and he still says this. So his big company, acquisitions.com, wants to show you how to go from $1 million a year to 10 million a year. But like Alex says also in school, I already gave you all the videos to make $1 million a year. I did not miss a step. Not miss a step. So soon I need you to go to $1 million a year so you can afford to pay me to help you to go to 10 million a year. But this whole video was on this concept about, it could have been Coach Bob. Did you get it like I did and didn't go through it? Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's like it is pretty interesting that again, this story that I'll leave you guys with is, and I know that you heard it before, but it's all the concept of, a guy talking to a monk, and he just basically said, hey, listen, I would love to change the world. And he said, why do you want to change the world? And he goes, because it's awful. It's awful. It's evil. Everyone's hurting each other. Everyone's lonely, unhappy. And he says, well, it's easy. It's very easy to change the world. You start with you and your focus on you and learning to love. I'm going to cover a little bit of this on Master's Mind on Sunday. But it is very, very interesting that I'm reading in the Gospel of John. And here's Jesus talking to his disciples, and he's basically telling them straight out, I know you said you love me. I know you say you'll do anything for me, including laying down your life. But all of you are going to say you don't know me. As soon as you see what happens to me, there's going to be people looking for you guys. And when they walk up, they're going to say, wasn't you one of the disciples? What are you talking about? I don't even know who you're talking about. Because if you say that you were, oh yeah, I was one of his, 7 or whatever, it's like, then you're killed. You get crucified too. I know this is getting off the track, but I heard someone in the scriptures was talking about, did you guys know that Paul was crucified upside down? And so the Romans were so ruthless that Paul said, if you crucify me, I don't want you to crucify me like Jesus. They go, okay, well, we'll crucify you upside down. We'll figure out how to make it worse. But the whole concept is just very, very simply is getting to a place where you love yourself enough to love other people. And then when you love other people and you help them love themselves, then you can create a community like I believe unlimited wisdom is. When I think about each and every one of you, I have very warm and loving feelings. I've even gotten to know Matea a little better. And so when you take, people, again, don't care what you know unless they know that you care. And I think that if you talk to Lisa Marie, because I got to spend, dedicated time with her, I can guarantee you that my goal was to make sure that she felt like the most special person on the planet. I never want her to think that that other people that were there were more important than her. Does that make sense? But I just treated Lisa Marie the way I would like to be treated. So when you do that, then you influence the people around you. Then those people influence their circle and the people around them. And that's how you make a difference in the world. But it all starts with you. And it's pretty interesting. We live in a world where, we don't know what's real or not. But I seen this one video by accident, and it was showing after the Super Bowl where the quarterback for the Patriots, just like you do when the team's all done playing and everybody runs on the field, and it showed him standing in the field, middle of the field, all by himself, whether this is real or not. And the other quarterback didn't come out to shake his hand. He was looking all over for him. And it's like, listen, you won. You kicked my ass. So now we're going to do the team sportsmanship part. And the coaches come across and shake each other's hands. People from different positions that were just out there fighting. A lot of time, which is really neat, is the people from both teams get together in an end zone. You know what I mean? They pray before and after the game. So I don't know if that was fake or not. Bob could tell me, but it just showed him standing out there all by himself. And I'm going like, people are just like going, man, yeah, I know you just won a Super Bowl and you should be pretty damn excited about it, but don't forget about the team you just crushed. You just crushed their dreams. Have the respect to come out and I never even thought about that. Coach Bob's probably asking AI right now, "Hey, is this true or is that like fake AI?"
That was 100% true.
Uh, but my whole point that I wanted to share with each and every one of you is that as things change, you know what I mean? Don't forget to work more on you than anything else. This weekend I'm going to post up some videos that Lisa Marie did. I trained at the event, so Lisa Marie got a bunch of videos. Thank you, Lisa Marie. And I'm going to post those up because I know that they'll help people. And one of the things that I just constantly was saying is that, if you're not, Jim Rowan was one of my best mentors, and I got to work with him one on one. And just to think that, his statement was always, you work harder on yourself than anybody else. And for those of you that don't know who Jim Rowan is, and his last name is spelled Rohn, is he was also Tony Robbins' mentor. So the guy's made quite a ripple. You know what I mean? It's like you think about all the lives that were touched by either me or Tony Robbins. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of people. So what a great legacy. So Linda and Scott, I don't know if Faith, you got to hear me say that, but that's all I wanted to share with you guys today. It's just something very simple and straightforward, is for you to sort of take a look at you and go, how much of my time on a daily basis am I spending on making sure that I'm better for the whole world, that I'm better for myself. So if people seeing who I am today versus who I've been in the past, it's like I built such a priority over me making sure that I'm moving forward before I do anything else. I don't miss those things. I don't miss my prayer time. I don't miss my listening to Washed by the Word. I don't miss my, reading a number of pages in the Bible. That those are mandatory things for me. And I can tell in the time that I've been doing it that it's made a huge, huge difference for me. And so a lot of you want to know how to treat people better. It's easy to learn how to treat people better when you treat yourself better. I probably have never said this before, but I think that if all of us got a chance to watch a 24 or 48-hour movie about ourselves, you know what I mean? That people would go, man, they must put themselves at the back of the list. Huh? Do you think if people watch you for 24 hours, 48 hours, it's like, man, they spend absolutely no time on them. Just getting this routine that we do all the time, doing the same stuff for everybody else, got to do this, got to do this, got to do this. Spend no time making ourselves or learning to love ourselves. So I love and appreciate each and every one of you. And you want to say anything, love, love? So thank you, Linda, Melody, Scott, Faith, Charlie, Charles, Shelley, Deborah, Matthew, Matea, Lisa Marie, Coach Bob, Dustin, Mary, Deb, Mike, Sandy, Coach Bob. Did I say Coach Bob already? I don't want to ever leave that guy out. Matthew, Bill Shoemaker, and then hostess with the mostest, Craig. See you guys later. Bye for now.